Shout out to the Ace Base, Javelina Coffee House, Melville Barbershop, T1, all designs. T1 all.
So check it. So we have a battle with 2 5-minute rounds and one unlimited round. Check it. Rapper to my right, introduce yourself.
Thunderous Mantis, Divine Essence, Silver City, New Mexico.
Rapper to my left, introduce yourself.
The LoreAkts Timmons. Fuck that whole introduction thing, let's do this shit.
Check it. Thun Mantys won the coin toss. It's on you.
Thunderous Mantis. I guarantee you ain't ready for the lightning show. I find it wondrous you're still rambling. We all know Darren outshined you a long time ago. It's really, y'all ought to understand how I dismantle him. I'm aware of every single premise you about to throw. Don't call me Nostradamus, cause all my knowledge is authentically astrological. See, I sat meditating far above the globe, beside that, contemplating all the prophecies that I had told. And among the knowledge known, within the miles of masters' tomes, mixed with malice, romanticism's mangled scrolls. And I read that shit. So now every single word you'll spit against me will reflect upon your persona negative indirectly. Because you telegraph your moves like a Morse code sex scene. Do you really think that coffee shop kid jokes will affect me? In 2 blinks, Nazi Gestapo guards will arrest me for escaping Brazil before they were through with the testing. I was carrying the DNA of Dr. Mengele while getting chased through the jungle by chupacabras and dead things. And I was tutored and raised by brutish Mayans and dead kings. I'm a warrior true to my roots, and I'm truly ruthless with endgame. So don't challenge the LoreAkts, for that's more than a pen name. I spend every single night spiraling, divining and intertwining the cosmic alignment while devising these conniving patterns of lines, and that's a combining that's derived of this dastardly timing. See, you a half-black bastard son of an alcoholic woman who's rhyming. Yo, where are you, Lucy? Is your chicken breast raw? Because if so, we can fry it. We all know how much Jeff enjoys furthering stereotypes, right, kid? So let me ask just how divine is. In the words of the wise, it's when they're putting out garbage, don't buy it. Remember, one stone took down the giant. You could call this David and Goliath, but you're just a stand-in because David quit rhyming. They say, render unto Caesar what is Caesar's. Let me mention, son, you teacher, but demeanor far from Jesus. Lesson 1, you speaking with no meaning, and half your lines are all deceiving, so you're a poster child preaching about an ideal that you don't even believe in. So matter, y'all, don't you believe it? Next you're gonna try to tell me that he ain't bulimic and his pops didn't leave him. Try to say that his beats could even match Public D's, you fucking heathens. So what the fuck you gonna spray about? You'll be a new age Michael Jackson before the day is out. I went to the family photo album and ripped all the Waterman Laughlin pages out when I learned how pedophilia and rape run through your veins. Bitch, say it. Ouch. Ouch. So prepare yourself for this war. It's the reason for the duel. Copy that and be careful what you wish for are the only tracks excused when I say your talent is mostly misused. We must acknowledge the problems to solve them, that's true, but to focus on the negative, all you ever do is contribute. You try to preach Lao Tzu and then you come and rap at me like Vinny Paz, man, what the fuck, dude? Take that skinny ass back to solitude and ask where your craft ceased to feed the souls of those that viewed. Or you could just keep on being a half-plastic, sarcastic douche and look for that last bit of lost talent that went missing with those first front 2. I bet it's tough on you, having to live with that lie about how bad water pollution corroded each tooth from inside, and that's why you moved from NY. When the truth hidden behind is that moms took the youth and flew because she didn't want you to be molested into the tribe. Until then, she was drunk with you in the womb, getting her ass beat all the time. Alcoholic pent-up rage is what she had on her inside, so before the boy became the age of 9, she beat his choppers out of his face and so far into his spine that he swallows his teeth in his dreams every night.
Damn!
See, I came here to air out this family's dirty laundry. You cannot hope to harm me because judgment is upon me. You call me two-faced, well that's real ironic, man. Because while your mother was living in depression, asbestos and bubonic, and your sister was smoking morphines and shooting the lighters, where were you? Moving weight with David through the projects? or watching the skyrocket of your career's 2-digit profits? Do you remember the look on your sister's face when she knew her daughter would forever be taken away? Oh wait, that's right, you weren't there. So how could you say? And I ain't placing no blame, but that's the fam. You ought to be ashamed because that entire year I didn't see nobody with a gap in the face. And at least that's one thing we can say. When times get tough, at least that keeps the tweakers and the mantis away. But what did you move to Phoenix for anyway, pussy? I bet you moved there just so D.E. could run a gangbang on Lucy. Listen close, right after the next Divine Essence show you go to. Ricky Ricardo walks backstage. Lucy, she got some splaining to do. Why are you fucking Chris Escudero and Suicide on top on the talented MCs like me and Darren were nailing you? Time.
Round one is on. Damn!
So I just want to start out by saying, good job eating Mikey, man. Psych, peasant! I don't care if it's a battle, don't compare yourself to Divine Essence. For that, I'm gonna abort your style like it's in its first trimester. I am Will Smith against his biter, whiter than the vampires from I Am Legend. And since he tried contesting, I'm blinding his iris, stressing him to a point where he falls off and dies in a second. Since his ego is sky high, I'm the concocted plans from the higher blessings of the biased masons and the rhymes I'm sending to taking place of the planes from 9/11. I know I called you my cousin like I got my family line, Bennett, but as far as I'm concerned, we aren't family. I'm a Hawkeye, Quetzalcoatl, prime descendant, your mind death wish. You get eaten like we serving wine, you just a fine pheasant. I got an outlining question. Why do you think you beat Mikey? It's not because you're a better lyricist. Look at what the underlying test is. He's hip-hop and you aren't. His whole third round, he freestyled, brethren. And in our 2-on-2, you couldn't do that shit for 5 seconds. You and Leaf won this battle duet. I think it's sick when you fags stop your raps halfway and let the others spit from the back. That shit is whack. You know why? Because it's a gimmicky fad. Remember when I said you don't know what a soul is? I thought you hate gimmicky rap. That hypocrisy pisses me off to a point I can't comprehend and get mad. So if you stop one of your bars and let Lee spit that shit from his gap, I'm gonna stop the battle immediately and start kicking his ass. I'm a black magic voodoo rapper with more songs and views you have on YouTube. Congrats forming a rap duet with the only fag that gets turned down by as many girls as you do. Talk shit about Divine. I have my dogs chew through this Nickelodeon cartoon until the cops look for Blue's Clues. Half black Russian rogue medic here to suture up your new wounds with the war cry like Woo-soo. You claim you as hip-hop as a nation made by Zulu? You cuckoo. And for more than Cocoa Puffs, the way you run the coke ever since you found the shit. That you ain't Sigmund Freud, that drug won't help you discover psychoanalysis. I mean, why you mad, Levi? It's because you're the world's saddest cute midget? Or are you mad that Max got to talk to Gabby and you didn't? I'm sorry that she doesn't get turned on by the way you use physics to put together some new serum that helps you craft and fuse lyrics. You know what she's into? Huge dickens. That's something you can't offer. Even if you have a dick at the confidence, get past the garter. I hope you dick caught something that has it burn off faster than Travis Barker's. Y'all saying, Jeff, stop it. But it's wasted time on a fake relationship. I have to mock it. If she ever sat on your pimple dick, she would probably pop it. And I'm sorry to say you'll never get with her. She told me that you tried once. But it was way too much, because in order to get your dick big enough to hump, she had to put Red Bull in your little sippy cup while she's saying, come on, rude boy, boy, can you get it up? You know what else rhymes with Levi can't get it up? Levi has wooden testicles that click when he fucks. That's actually true. I know your mom ain't really the mothering type, but I'm sure she regrets making your dad the husband she likes whenever she looks in your eyes and sees a resemblance like something ain't right. Good job following your dad and doing nothing with life. I know hip-hop has evolved. You can't make fun of someone with light-skinned pigment, but god damn it, man, this fucker is white. You look like a Bubba fucking tobacco spitting trucker named Mike fucked Edward from Twilight, the way your skin sparkles under the light. And you just talk shit about how stupid everyone is. I get it, we're just government sheep. But have you ever heard the term, you are the company you keep? Well, you're really showing your true colors fucking with Lee. You two talk shit about each other's opponents and keep your cover discreet. Your blind LoreAkts once gained your trust, fucker, so please don't come running to me when you find out he cut down your truffle trees. Woo! You can't beat me, Levi, you're a child. I've earned the rank of a man. I've been through shit you can't comprehend, like taking a bath. What the fuck do you know about paying taxes? Besides, it's a waste of my cash and scraping your last penny saved on a month's food, praying it lasts. Nothing. But you do know how to try to look cool on a skateboard, falling down and breaking your hand. True story. This motherfucker was downtown on a skateboard, at the same time spraying his raps. The pobrecito hit a rock. Fell and started choking like his trachea cracked, crying like Jeff, it must be broken, it hurts excruciatingly bad. To this day, I still believe you only sprained it, you fag, and made up a fake story that got you attention because you craved it so bad, because our whole family doesn't even give you the wave of a hat. And I still don't think we're related. And you force it down my throat like it's something I have to believe? Damn it, that's... Jeez, it's a tragedy that I'm related to the wackest MC. If it's true your mom is a distant branch of my family tree, you're just a baby bird who tried to nest there, fell down and damaged his beak. Levi's such a lonely guy. It's truly sad that no bitch wants him. Unless we're talking about dogs mistaking this midget hobbit for a fire hydrant wanting to piss on him. I know I'm not as black as Chris Rock is, but I spit rockets and my cock is as big as his arm is. If I start shit, caught him in a Muay Thai guard clinch, threw a knee to his BB-sized balls and his small dick, he'd start flailing his arms like, oh shit, like he's caught in a mosh pit. Then I finish him off quick with some crazy armbar kick, and once his face hits the ground, I'll say Octado Pox, bitch. But he claims he knows capoeira. Which one of your breakdancer stances will block the right cross to your jaw, bitch? How you gonna use his step it up style and jump on one arm quick when that little skateboard accident completely shattered your small wrist? Woo! And fuck capoeira. It used to be an actual fighting style from slaves in Brazil, but the shit was banned. The white hippie bitches with no culture adopted the shit as a dance. Hey Levi, I know how you always talk about laying down facts, so here's one for you. The largest egg in the world is laid by a shark, and the largest woman in the world was laid by your dad.
Round two is on LoreAkts.
All right. Now, Jeff, you talk a lot of shit about knowing the history of hip-hop, and then you come through with fist pops and you try to expect me to drop when you talk all this shit about Ong Bak and Muay Thai, like I actually expect that you know what you're talking about or that you care about what you write. No. Not to mention the fact capoeira wasn't adopted by white hippie kids who had no culture. As a matter of fact, it was adopted by black children and black mothers and brothers and sisters in the hood who had nothing for supper, nothing to eat, and so they had nothing but the streets to keep them on their feet. No, you don't know none of this because you don't take the time to research what you speak. But anyway, I didn't want to start this like that. Now, all right. So, how much time is that one? So, nah, fuck it. I don't even need the writtens. I'll come through and show you a description of everything and that is wrong with what you're living. You'll come through with lines like a early 80s comic book villain. The bug eyes and the disfigured face are really quite the accurate description, but the intellect and the intimidation are missing because I fed you inefficient ammunition. So watch me afflict him in his living contradiction. I sat down thinking, man, how best to rip this one? Mantis comes from another land, so I got to have the upper hand. I began to formulate a plan. I feigned to be a weaker man, calculatedly removed the mask to show a weakness that I never had. And this is a small town. So we all know how word goes around, and surely Mantis could dig to find those buttons to pound, but that serves to confuse all around when I come through and show off the King Midas crown. So let me break this on down. From hip-hop to women, it's true, but I have loved more deeply than most in this room. And if you can't respect me for that, then tell me who is the fool. I understand that things between Lucy and you aren't entirely smooth, but when you find yourself being spiteful or rude, that's when you know you need to find somebody new. But I will find a woman who's worth my soul, my youth, and my sanity, and I will reshape the globe. Yes, you had best believe. The mantis I will dethrone, and extremely happily. See, I thought you was into that crack and tweak, until I saw your dame. Damn, man, she's classy. You must got some game catching a piece of ass like that while you're rapping so badly. But then some new information came at me. Thanks, Lee. I get shit for chasing my passions madly, but even Gabby's pussy wasn't as nasty and trashy as Abby's. Yeah. And actually, speaking of Gabby, bravo, you chose the one topic that could ever fucking come close to making me quote uno lavos. But Gabby's a stupid bitch whose pussy is loose as shit. Without no lube or spit, you can maneuver fists all the way through to her uterus. Her walls are caved in from all the abusive dick. Give her booze and gin and the confusion hits. She'll fuck a dude or a chick or a moose or a chimp. She'll fuck a crew of 6 for some soup and chips. She'll fuck anybody. All you gotta do is make her feel like a useless bitch. And that's why even a loser piece of shit like Lee could use her clit as a sewage pit. What's the matter, Jeff? You mad? You think I bent uno lavos? No! That's my gimmick at this type of show. I combine this crazy, amazing shit that I wrote with the wisdoms and scriptures of old, and that way I'm sewing threads through your words, sutures with a thread made of gold, a noose made of all of the times that I never have broke, even when my opponents half the time show up just to choke. But fuck all that. I'm still growing old to outlive all that you know. Now they may say I'm just a dreamer, well at least I'm thinking while I'm sleeping, 'cause we both know you don't do nothing at all. Yeah. Yeah. Now they may say I'll never win against him. I say fuck you and your cynicism. As for Lee, he had no chance to beat you at all. Yeah. So I guess that's the difference between us then, Jeff. At the end of the battle, I meant every word I said. At the end of the battle, you said a lot, but nobody knew what it meant. Every battle, my tactics are fresh. I come through with my own techniques, even though I study the best, and incorporate their thoughts into my sets. Shit, at least I'm rapping as an art instead of a fashion sense. Which brings us back to the premise of this round of reprisals of raps, the reasons why the mantis is whack. So here's a recap for those who haven't stayed on the track. The topics you choose consistently lack the necessary tact. Half the women you fuck are scarily hairy, or else they smell like an ass, and the other half are unwary that the mantis is a fucking snake in the grass. So hold up. I think it's really hilarious how that cool funny guy act completely covers for the personality you lack. You got a song about how you were wishing for your moms, your peaceful life, and your teeth to come back, but this is fucking America, Jeff. Apparently you didn't get the memo. God never listens to blacks. Whoa, that's not racist, it's a historical fact. I mean, slavery, Rodney King, Obama can't get shit done. Look it up. But all joking aside, my biggest problem with you is humility comes with the wisdom, it never follows its suit, so watch as high horse falling on through. Your passion and drive was borrowed, siphoned off of the Wu-Tang's roots. You didn't stay true to these streets, but these streets are what made you into you. So, just take a look at all those heads over there, leeching off the Divine Essence crew. Who among them have you actually shown hip-hop's proper function and use? For that matter, who's actually turned into an actual MC and bloomed? I'll be damned before my town's hip-hop scene is handed to some half-rapping fools, so instead of buying Mantis's first gold tooth, why don't you quit rapping and do what you were meant to do? Take my prize money, buy him a ticket to Azerbaijani terrorist school, go fucking bomb some troops and pray to Allah, and in the meantime, I'ma stage a coup, conquer Al-Qaeda and disband it as quickly as I handled your crew, right after we listen to you ramble through round 2.
master like David Carradine. His kung fu is untouchable. When he meditates, he floats like Chris Angel and it makes him feel comfortable. I know the relationship you have with Zen burns like it's combustible. Too bad you can't transcend up into a dimension where you can picture your actual nephew Zen loving you. Let me tell you right now, your rap dream is a lie. You claim you have some cosmic powers, that you're directly related to Jesus of Christ. Watch out, everyone. If I beat him in this battle, this crazy wizard genie will try to kill us all and shoot fucking laser beams from his eyes. What other powers do you have? Can you Mr. Fantastic stretch your penis and lie to all the girls you don't get? Your dick ain't teeny and white? You're the most pathetic chipmunk I've ever seen in my life. Yo, in our 2-on-2, you said I make thuggin' tracks like I'm grabbing the hand ratchet, like I'm cooking crack on the stove to feed Simba's bad habits. I never talk like a thug. I talk about how I can kick some ass if I'm in some fair matches, and I talk about kicking ass because I actually can, bitch. I'm flabbergasted. I heard about how you caught Max with some Jackie Chan kick because he was talking to the girl you like, and he didn't fight back? Shit. Then why'd you have to sucker punch him while he was relaxing? You were amped because it was your birthday? Well, too bad, bitch. I have a question to ask on the behalf of Max, kid. Are you mad that you didn't get a B-Day present, but Max did? And just so you know, since it wasn't Max's birthday, they didn't actually wrap it. The next time you jack off, I hope a thought pops in your head of Max grabbing her ass quick and you go into a mad twitch after your hand slips and you drop kick your mom's damn lips. Since we all know that she's your spotter when you choke yourself and play with your sad dick and she feels the same exact pain that Max did. Yo, I'm about to drop some knowledge that you can't even conjure. Since you're such a smart Nazi and you'll never make it to college, I'm gonna take you to Harvard. Have you ever heard of the Ananayaba? No, dumbass? Well, then let me inform you. See, Heinrich Himmler and the Ananayaba deceived people, making gods out of ancient men that were blonde and more like apes eating their own shit when they slept. And even Hitler tried hiding that blonde people's ancestors were raping their kids and were so far behind in all other white people they didn't even use slaves to make up their bed. And it makes sense. You don't know what a fucking barber is to shave up your head. And even Hitler said, and I'm paraphrasing here, but why do we call the attention to the fact that we have no past, huh? Fuck. Isn't it enough that Romans were erecting great buildings when our forefathers were living in mud huts? And I quote, so on this expedition to find blue-eyed people was so tough they dug up a statue that had Levi's face and realized that they fucked up. And that's how I know I ain't related to him. How could I share blood with this dumb cunt? No one's ever had to hide my past with lies in a dump truck. And don't ever try to make fun of how I'm only half black and my skin is fair and white. I chose to smoke Black and Milds before I knew it was a stereotype. And I ain't racist. 2 cats in DE, Randy and Darren are white, but at least I ain't hot-headed enough to walk around comparing to Christ. I'm the best on the mic. You know why you're all vexed full of strife? Because you're a neglected hippie kid. You've never had good sex in your life. And I know you fucked around with one of my homies' girls, yeah. Think that's how you get in the lead? She said you told her, my darling, spare my virginity, please. She was like, this dude is a pussy. So she threw you down on some pent-up adrenaline steez and you sang like Michael Jackson. When he's hit the
What's up?
She said when you finally got your dick up, you hiccuped, and at the same time you came and spit up. And her final words to you were, that's why you brought the bib, huh? Since then, you're Lancelot, she's Guinevere, always saying, no, you can't have me. That's why you used to hang out so much, because he could have said the same thing about Jackie. There's no way you could pass me, you hella pass me, taken over by my raging Apaches until you run out of gas and ask your partner, do you think we gon' crash, Lee? Too bad he ain't paying attention, doing mad speed in the back seat, and you can't operate the panels because you suck too much dick and got bad knees. There's no way this cat can pass me, yo. My raps are like stampedes. You got the swag of a tramp stamp on a drag queen. Tell that fag Lee, the next time he's making your ass bleed, that his mom has a transplanted cow heart that makes her titty milk mad sweet.
Hold it down.
And that pedophile mustache looks like a landing pad for his bad teeth. LoreAkts sees himself on another plane like everyone saved the planet, man. We got sad trees. We just see an overgrown toddler with daddy issues who acts 3. It must be hard being a devoted rapper who drops knowledge like cannabis, who also hates Eminem, looking exactly like Stan and shit. On another note, hey everyone, you know what rhymes with LoreAkts?
Porn stash?
Yup. The history list is too countless to know. So much it crashed a laptop with your beats and you had to duck out of a show. What, you didn't think we saw the history when you actually came up? Bang bus, fake sluts, transvestites, sedate us, best ways to get semen stains out your makeup, train cunts, Mason sacrifices that rape nuns. You fucking weirdo.
Hold it down.
I have some advice that you should take, son, since you'll never date Gabby because she doesn't date punks. You were gonna realize that sometime, faggot, the days come. You can't give a girl, so you jack off to the point that your arm veins bust. And whenever you rap, you put on your intelligent makeup. So your love life is like your rap persona. You're always gonna stay stuck as a fake fuck. I'll make a bet with you, shortstop. I'll bow down and fucking back out of this battle right now if you could play with the yo-yo without it touching the ground.
Alright, we're gonna take like a 2-minute break. Nobody leave. Just be happy and shit.
I'm never happy.
Round 3, it's on the LoreAkts.
Alright. Now you wasted a lot of time on some stupid fucking topics there, Jeff. I didn't even really want to touch that. But Gabby was so used up, man. You're right, I couldn't even fuck that. I mean, I was about to hit it until I looked at her pussy and it literally looked like a truck hat. No, wait. I was about to hit it until I reached in her pussy and I fucking found hermit crabs. I said I was about to hit it until I looked in her pussy and I saw a 6-lane highway with a cadre of border patrol trucks driving past. Now, maybe Abby pulled it off. To you, I bet she was hotter than shit. But I just couldn't stand fucking Gabby. She was like the chupacabra for dick. And that's when I realized it don't matter what the power of the feeling is in this world, that's just how real it is. I wanted to start killing shit with brutal rage gorilla fists when I realized that love conquers everything but syphilis. So now I guess that feeling is as dead as my unborn children is. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm as fucking fit as a fiddle is. And Jeff, we ain't beefing. This is all just publicity, yet you're still a fucking riddling head. And thanks to you, Bronze Nazareth will probably never hit anybody in this town up ever again. But to all y'all half-rapping motherfuckers staring down your noses at me, I have no business with you because you see we are entirely different breeds. So you can look at me and try to see all these little discrepancies that weaken these speeches. I'm free, I'll beat out the weak. See, my outlook is sweet. You can scatter all your rumorous seeds. I shadow scrutinous deeds. Drop kick behind the laughter of my mutinous peeps. It's a matter of my fluid midst deceit. Refined to shatter numerous beefs. I said refined to blather and confuse fake MCs. In mind I gather the roots of the grapes, you see. And I'ma be amazed if what you're saying can faze me. There ain't a single man upon this planet can shake me. Cause I'ma keep it popping until the day I beat Shady. Upon that day, to all of those who still hate me, I'll stand upon a cloud so that the crowd can't embrace me. And carve my name into the ground, the clowns can't erase me. Even if you fire all your stupid fucking lines at me daily. And I could get mad, but maybe. Instead, I think I'll thank you now because my rhymes are simply all the more tasty. So you know what? Fuck Silver Tongue, drunken bums, and your faggot-ass skate scene. Belligerent tweaker bitches trying to rape me and chase me. I said, maybe, just maybe, I'd let that crazy bitch from the ditch violate me and say, baby, oh baby, if she'd only just go totally apeshit and crazy till all I see is this stupid fucking crew pushing up daisies. So you can try to disgrace or defame me, but I amplify the word of God, the burning bush to flaming trees. Magnify this person's flaws for all the blame the world to see. And y'all don't seem to move. And I don't mean to be rude or seem uncouth, but knowing all that I do, you need to show some more love. I mean, it goes beyond the philosophy too. I happen to know that Lucy decided to stay with you after she saw your pussy in a bunny suit. No, I mean literally. He dresses his cat in a rabbit suit and cuddles it to sleep at night. It's really fucking sad, B. And sadly, Lucy never realized her and the kitty got the same stains on their panties. Oh. Now don't lie to me, Lucy. You remember that time you came home from work fresh off of the grind, walked into the family double wide, stepped into your room, and what did you find? What did you see? Oh, fuck. What did you tell me? A cat whose expression was, for the love of God, help me. And Jeff's butt naked. All you see is his belly and an unopened jar of petroleum jelly. He's covered in cat scratches, slathered in tuna, and balls deep in Korean spaghetti. The cat was fine, but Lucy hasn't slept in weeks. And if, in case you're wondering, ask Travis. He'll tell you Korean spaghetti means a kitty's intestines. Lucy hasn't slept in weeks. So, oh, fuck. Fuck it. I guess I'll just throw a freestyle. Because every verse you speak, you seem wild, but every time I can't seem to catch the crack of the thunder. So watch me tear this half cracker asunder. Don't get me wrong when I say you found a woman who's just like your mother. I don't mean she'll show you her ass if you got some crack in her rubber. I just mean she's an abusive drunk with a sewage rubbish pussy cunt cover. Ironically, your mom is exactly the same as I've just discovered, so I just gotta ask, does that make you a literal or a figurative motherfucker? Oh. Don't worry, dog. I won't tell mommy dearest about your other lover. Or what Noah does to you beneath the covers. Or that you're Lucy's personal penis scrubber. What was that line? I can't tell if you're a queer in the closet or an Indian in the cupboard. I saw this freak motherfucker dancing circles around a yucca whilst praying to the skies up above us that he might not suffer when it's time to confront us. So fuck you. Fuck all your clones. And fuck your mentality. It's like L. Ron Hubbard and the RZA had a baby and named it your exact personality. This is a bit of a tangent. Y'all have to stay on track with me, but for those who don't know, L. Ron Hubbard founded Scientology. It's hands down the world's most half-assed ideology. L. Ron Hubbard was just a sloppy thief who made a bet to see who could be the first to exploit the viscosity. Viscosity is a trait in humanity which means thick and quick to stick to things, metaphorically in much the same sense as humanity insists upon belief. But L. Ron Hubbard and Jeff, cats like them, it's different. They got an ego that they got to feed. It's a larger need. They steal your souls and say that they are supreme. In Mantis' case, he say that he got the chi. He hype you up on what seems to be a broader dream. Drop what seems to be a bomb that brings to a godly, hot, or flawless topic scheme, but in actuality, every time it's just what a toddler speaks, and you're just feeding off of me and the flock of sheep. Don't lie, Jeff, there is no prophecy within your odyssey. It's just a bunch of fucking falsity. And there seems to be absolutely no hip-hop in these slam poet wannabes. Tell all y'all wannabes that selling your soul to Jeff is like giving your style a botched lobotomy. It's just such a fucking monstrosity, you couldn't even tell the elementals to drop the active half MC. Or maybe for the love of Christ, stop trying to rep the DE. But now Jeff's like, oh damn, now all these cats really want to be down with me. And I guess that's the next best thing to my daddy saying he's proud of me. But alas, your dreams will never come through. Because this family, whether you like it or not, we got a sadly true. The chase remains away, eludes, never evades, constantly remaining away from you. See, I unraveled the mystery in our veins from the root. The chase blood is sacred, and the Illuminati sent the Laughlins to taint it. But you know what? Fuck all that. You use a lot of big words when you rap, Jeff. And maybe me too. Yep, right? And I guess that fully accounts for the crowd staying confused, but I didn't come here to battle. I got a fucking plan playing, dude. See, when I get to have sex with Lucy, Abby said she'd join in and make 3 out of 2. Plus, I got this dude over here to say he'll have sex with you, and he's actually like 20 times more cool. Time.
Almost fell asleep. Levi, do you think I will hold back at all? You're dope. That's like if I sat on a wheelchair while playing basketball with someone with the skills of Shaq but only half as tall and white as a freshly plastered wall. Nah, never mind. It's not like that at all. And fuck it. Now I'm gonna start pounding. Disaster your bitch ass on some infinite round shit. I'ma keep rapping, sound spitting until the crowd's pissing, slam his clean face in the dirt and the ground until it matches his outfit. Your demeanor is see-through, and I'm a lyrical demon that starts battling and is seemingly evil. I'm the surgeon here to remove David's fetus and fetu. And for all the yos that don't know what a fetus and fetu is, it's whenever two babies are supposed to be developed as twins, but one envelops the other and it turns into a cyst, not growing into a human. Now not everybody. Peter's brother.
No.
You're right, don't they look exactly like each other? David, I have to ask, what kind of medical operation did your abdomen have to thrive in order for this clone parasite looking like to stay alive? Don't they usually die?
Come on, that was great.
Look at his face. Look at his face. Look at his face. I ain't scaring him with the stare that I prepared for him. But this is hate. He's my family, but how could I actually care for him when he looks like Tommy Pickles came out as an Aryan? And I know I talked about Lee. Sorry, homie. In this round, I am sparing him. The only reason I brought him up is because he's your only friend and you talk about Darren, kid. I know why you befriended him. You told me you carry him and you just wanted your conniving ass to look good in comparison. So, I'm sorry that I called you a snake, Lee. If I knew your partner was this much of a fake queen, I'd at least buy you some fake teeth so when this rat shines on you, at least you can say cheese. But on some real shit, Levi was born with a tail and a club foot. And a milky eye that looked like an egg that was uncooked. When he was growing up, he was neglected on some mom, how am I getting to school shit? So he sat in a dark corner and ate roaches on some vinegar-roon shit. And the weird problems didn't stop there, they just won't go away. Now he looks like Ren and Stimpy put together, he ain't grown with age. But you're getting your style right, looking like a cartoon character from my Nickelodeon days, and it really put your persona together the way you wear the same clothes every day. When he was just a little LoreAkts, he was the whiniest kid. Shit, I still remember wiping his bib. Me and his brother would talk shit to him until he'd start crying and shit. Same is happening now, and he's trying to get revenge with the rhymes that he spits. I'm taller than Max, pussy, who you trying to kick? You better follow Gandhi and aspire your life for peace before you try and scrap with me and learn you fight like a bitch. You want to know how much of a fucking child you are? I seriously don't think I've ever seen you driving a car. He's still in the Dungeons and Dragons phase. He's a black magic practicing mage. You battling me? You better act your age before you get slapped in the face. Divine got heavenly bars that'll make this atheist actually pray and chastise himself, smacking his own back with a chain. Like it'll actually save his soul. I don't give a fuck if you use big words and have a bad mouth. What, you didn't think I would call your little esoteric raps out? For all the people that can't understand the diction he's flowing with, all he's saying is everyone's stupid and y'all should be more like him. You know, always keeping your conscience flowing in like rivers and oceans and showing it, talking shit about women like an egotistical chauvinist, saying shit like I hate bitches, but I love the clothes he be strolling with only because he hasn't been late since Morgan Freeman was 46. And his mom was an overzealous hoe taking in loads of dick shit, even David's controlled by it. Looking at his woman like she owes him loads of shit, but at least David converts his childhood digression to actual love and showmanship. Instead of flipping judgmental poem scripts about how everybody don't know their priorities more than him. So, I would say the oceans I'm flowing with are rolling over his bogus ship, but since David has ownership of your flow, you don't even have a boat to flip. You are a clone of him. Even what you wear are hand-me-downs. Think of all the shit you owe to him. You ain't baggy because you're gangster, you're baggy because you don't have clothes that fit. See, Levi? You have a huge ego because you've confused correlation with causation. People don't actually succeed because they have high self-esteem. People have high self-esteem because they actually succeed. Which makes me ask, what have you done? Why do you have so much pride, bitch? Is it because you know you're a piece of shit and you're trying to hide it? Well, all these people, they don't give a fuck what your disguise is when they have a junior high looking white kid tell them how ruined their life is. And most of what you say is untrue. hate is just a misunderstanding of love, and love and hate are one and the same, then I can safely say I love you too. Fuck you, dude. How far do you think you're gonna get acting like a presumptuous douche, and what kind of image do you expect to put on when Lucas still picks you up from school? And no, girls don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that only gets love from that fag league. Hanging out the passenger side of Lucas's ride. Still trying to fuck Gabby. You're not the best MC, not in the streets and not in this league. You aren't a part of my family's leaves, you're a bum squatting under the tree. And you don't want to throw fisticuffs with the guard. You get kicked in your little dick wearing no cup in a spar. Trying to spit my lyrics prick, but my diction's too fucking sharp. Leave your lungs with a scar, have them ruptured, cutting apart the fucking structure you are. I see his future. Levi grows up to be a fucking retard, still crying over Gabby and the love that he lost. So he becomes an alcoholic, taking dick up in his jaw as he raps and begs for change outside the Buffalo Bar. And you should see the way he dies, yeah, it's fucking bizarre. Lorenzo sees him as competition and chokes him up with the strings from his guitar. Let me tell you something, pussy. Let me explain something to you. Competition, I'm lacking it. It's sad to admit that you're my biggest threat. I mean, Lee, I was smashing him so hard with miracle bars that his teeth were coming back again. Who else is there? Sonny? Do you think I would battle him? Do you think this rematch with Mike Stan is gonna be a threat just going off of how fat he is? So for you, I'm aligning all the chakras from my head to my abdomen, and I'm gonna keep battling your short ass until the crowd never wants to hear me rap again. Just so you know, to keep in mind, when you reach your prime, you'll be as short as Madeline and have the swagger of Jim Gaffigan or Zach Galifianakis if he couldn't grow a beard and nobody ever fucking laughed at him. But he is my biggest threat. So I thought, fuck it, y'all, give him a chance. I'd say I have bigger fish to fry, but the shrimp is all that I have. You're a short fuck with no nuts, no bars, so you'll never win anything remotely close to Scribble Jam, but at least you'll always hold the title of Silver City's Limbo Champ. You keep talking about how you're gonna beat the King of Divine Essence or whatever, with the verses you kick. Well, Tony taught you everything you know about writing, all the words that you spit. And last time I saw that dude, he was wearing a turban and shit. And he challenged me to a battle, saying everyone else wasn't worthy to rip. And then he saw my battle against Lee, and it must have made him nervous as shit, because I've been trying to hit him up, I haven't heard from him since. So what are you? The rook that could have saved the queen before he was the king before he was checkmated, and saw the move that you fucked up on, like, please let me retake it? No, fuck that, look at him nervous and shaking. You should just take a bow now like you're at a courteous banquet. There's too many bars for you. There's too many bars for your lame tracks. I've written more 100-bar songs than the game has. The only way you'd be on my level is if you wore T-Pain's hat. And your face is so fucking ugly, in order to get with girls, you'd have to wear Lee's rape mask. You're the neo-Nazi's tongue whenever he screams, I hate fags. I know I'm only half black, but compared to you, I'm the extra muscle of Paul LeBron James cat. Like I said before, this is Muay Thai against Capoeira, man. Who saw the protector? This is 5'5" against 6'1". Boy, you not gonna measure. This is a creator in hell, and God's just fucking rocking a sweater. You think that this bitch is gonna grow up now? This is not a quinceañera. I mean, what'd you expect, Levi? You were gonna come up here exposing my dirt, that I'm a bad homie, asshole, and a jerk, dig up some shit about how I'm holding the girls? Well, I'm a genuine person. I see all the people that I know that I've hurt, and I'm praying every night they ain't going through worse. I've changed my persona. See me with Lucy now, and I'm holding her purse. You can call me a pussy while you're flowing your words, but I'm an advocate for good karma. I know that it works. And now I'm not a Jesus freak, but I think you should start going to church, learn some morals, ethic codes, live in a whole nother earth. Because right now I see you as being lower than an asshole in the dirt, being controlled by the worms. That's why you act like a bitch in person, but get bold in a verse. Never mind. Scratch that. Never mind. You don't only get bold in a verse. You get retarded strength. Your brain goes autistic. And you start Rey Mysterio drop kicking whenever you see Gabby and she's showing her skirt, and you know deep inside that little hoe isn't yours. Last battle, you said you were wasting time and power on battles. And then the next fucking thing he did was call me out to a battle. And you keep saying, you say that you're more real than realistic, you keep mocking DE, like, fuck all you little rappers, I'm following dreams. But there's no way you could look at my team and act that fucking cocky, please. You ain't following dreams, you're sweeping a javelina and they're paying you in coffee beans. Nice job, you geek. I'm gonna show up to one of your closing shifts dressed like I'm in a hockey team and start throwing caramel lattes at the spots you start to mop and sweep. And before he starts panicking, calling a fucking cop regime, I'm gonna get him in a figure four lock and pop his knees, forcing his dream back into his head like he suffers from a loss of sleep. Like, bitch, didn't you just have 100 bars from me? You are a dweeb. Me, serial killer, Jeffrey Dahmer seeds. I'll rip your heart out of your army fleece using the heart monitor's sloppy beats as an awkward beat as I rock it free about Illuminati, crazy conspiracy theories and the Illuminati's crazy Martian schemes to harbor peeps for the Anunnaki so they can collect us for autopsies like we slaughter sheep while you're strapped to a table screaming, Mama, please, while I'm bumping Kid Cudi and Kanye's song I make a say and punching you in the fucking face every time that Lady Gaga sings. Final thing. You talk about how you drop knowledge to cure people like you're working with medical tools, and then you stopped that and became a battle rapper using Silver City rumors against opponents because it works better for you. Well, you already know this Silver City rumor. Lee fucked Gabby. Doesn't it make you mad she doesn't get with you because your ass is too trashy, but then she gave a blowjob to an auto mechanic with gap teeth? Look at all the drama that your blah blah ignited. You think you're gonna scare me off, pussy? Bring the drama, I invite it. And fuck Silver, I'm the city's golden tongue. And after this, I might bust you. So maybe after this, you should go back and run to the little circle of gossip girls that won't fuck you. I think we should punish the shit talker and rumor starters in this town, don't you all? For all the stories that they spew wrong. Let's start with this dude, y'all. Fuck calling him LoreAkts, that name's too far of a reach, it's too long. Since he can't get with any girls that his views on, how about instead of calling him LoreAkts, we just call him Mixmaster Blue Balls? Time.
Because these motherfuckers are going crazy. It worked. All right. Thun Mantys. LoreAkts. Thun Mantys. LoreAkts. So, Thun Mantys.
Woo!